John 20:13. They told her, "Woman, why are you weeping?" She said to them, "Because they have taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they have laid him." This verse is short, but it's doing a lot of work in the soul. Two angels are sitting in the place where Jesus had lain, and the first thing they do is ask a question. "Woman, why are you weeping?" At first glance, it feels almost obvious. Why else would she be weeping? The man she loves, the teacher she followed, the Lord who recentered her life was executed. Everything collapsed. Grief makes perfect sense. So why ask it? Because a question like this is rarely about information. It's a way of drawing someone into the truth of what is happening inside them. It's an invitation to name what hurts, instead of going numb. It's a moment where heaven, in its quiet way, refuses to let Mary rush past her own sorrow. I want you to notice something about the address. Woman. In English, that can sound abrupt. In the world of John's Gospel, it's not meant to be cold or harsh. It's an earnest way of speaking. You see, Jesus uses it elsewhere. It carries dignity. Even if it feels unfamiliar to our ears, Mary is being treated like a person, not a problem. That matters for formation, because when pain rises, many of us shift into management mode. Fix it, explain it, control it, get past it, make it productive. We become efficient with our grief. But this verse will not let grief stay hidden behind spiritual competence. Why are you weeping? What is your soul actually saying right now? Mary answers with the plainest honesty. Because they have taken away my Lord, and I don't know where they have laid him. There's no polished theology here. There's no sermon voice. There's no attempt to sound strong. It is simple, raw, relational truth. They have taken away my Lord. Notice her language. She doesn't say the body. She doesn't say the teacher. She doesn't even say Jesus, like a name on a page. She says my Lord. That word my is small, but it's totally loaded. It carries affection. It carries allegiance. It carries belonging. It's the language of someone whose life has been gathered up into someone else's goodness, which means her grief is not just sadness about death. It's the ache of disrupted communion. The shepherd theme we've been living in is right under the surface here. Psalm 23 trained us to say, Yahweh is my shepherd. John 10 trained us to recognize the difference between shepherd voices and thief voices. And now Mary, standing in the aftermath of crucifixion, speaks like a sheep who has lost the sense of the shepherd's nearness. They've taken away my Lord. The word taken away also echoes the very contrast Jesus gave us earlier. The thief steals, the thief takes, the thief scatters. Mary does not yet see resurrection. She only feels the logic of loss. This is one of the hardest parts of discipleship. There are moments when your emotions interpret reality faster than your faith can. You know the right words, but grief has a way of making those words feel far away. And John doesn't edit that out. He gives you a disciple who is faithful enough to stay near the tomb and honest enough to admit, I don't know. I don't know where they've laid him. That line is not only confusion, it's disorientation. It's the feeling of being unmoored, like a map no longer matches the ground under your feet. Some of you know that feeling, and you didn't have to be rebellious to get there. Life just happened. Loss happened. Betrayal happened. Burnout happened. Depression happened. And disappointment happened. You ended up standing in a place you never planned to stand, saying, I don't know where he is right now. And here's where worship gets very real. Worship is not mainly volume. It's attention. Sometimes worship looks like singing with confidence, and sometimes worship looks like staying close enough to tell the truth. Mary's honesty is not faithfulness. It's a kind of prayer. It's a soul refusing to fake it. It is grief brought into the presence of God, even when she does not recognize that she is already surrounded by signs that God is moving. This is what the shepherd does. He stays close to the vulnerable. He does not despise the confused. He doesn't abandon the weeping. And this question from the angels at the beginning of a turning, why are you weeping? Name it. Bring it into the light. Because in just a moment, the shepherd is going to do what shepherds do. He's going to speak. And when he speaks, it will not be abstract. It'll be personal. And he will call her by name.